time he's sprinting. Kedar Jadhav is keeping a close eye, because that is the only thing that I think the selectors and the team management are concerned about, is his fitness.
I think more than his fitness, just his hamstrings. You know, because it's the hamstring that's repeatedly given him problems. You know, very quickly, the pressure's dropped for India. You know, the gap between the runs and the balls have reduced.
Yeah, great view of what the batsman sees, the areas they're trying to score, the gaps in the field. You can see the men on the boundary there. Offside, a lot more gaps. Just the one man out at deep point. That's why Peter Siddle's angling in towards that leg stump. Bowling that line. Dhoni gets it in the gap. Picks up another single.
You can see he feeds off his partner. You've seen Kedar Jadhav get those runs in the first 3 balls. And he knows that this over is taken care of. He's just picked up a single. There was no intention of hitting a big shot. Kedar Jadhav has done it for him.
Absolutely. He's already got 10 runs in 4 balls, thanks to those 2 wides by Siddle. And he knew that all he had to do is just rotate the strike and make sure he's there batting at the end when the last 2 overs are going to be bowled.
The only danger, and we've seen that happen sometimes, is the batsman who's looking to be aggressive gets out, trying to play a big shot. The Kedar Jadhav did, start of the over. Then you have a little bit of a problem. You can see they've just settled down. I played in an era where run chases used to be the tough thing to do. Indians would panic in a run chase of this kind, but this is now the opposite extreme. You can see their calmness personified. The last ball as well, coolly picking up a single, Kedar Jadhav.
Again, it's just experience. The more you do it, the more comfortable you are. MS Dhoni, this is just muscle memory for him. He wouldn't even be thinking about the situation. He knows, because he's been here so many times, his body and his mind is just reacting to what he needs to do. End of the over. 198 for 3.
That's the bowling card. Jay Richardson got an over left. Peter Siddle's got 2. Stoinis has got 2. 4 overs to go.
So Dhoni is on 71, which is a interesting number, because that's been his strike rate in the last 10 matches, Dhoni. That's the strike rate that he's batting with generally, and today as well. Quite happy with 71 of 104, but still winning the game for India. As Michael Clark just said off air, there's one guy who's going to be really excited, is Dinesh Karthik. Second time in 2 matches, he's got an ideal situation that he thrives in, revels in.
Yeah, he won't mind this at all. Karthik, if he gets a bat, he'll be excited. And again, that's what you want from your players. You want them looking forward to this pressure, this challenge, because again, in a World Cup, you know, which is not far away, there's every chance you're going to be in a semi-final or a final where you must win, and this is the situation you're in. So if you've practiced it, if you've been in that position, it just breeds confidence. You look forward to being under pressure. Jai Richardson back into the attack.
Oh God, premeditated, wanted to go over fine leg. Now we mentioned that a lot of good work gets done in between overs. Now here's another thing, Mahendra Singh Dhoni just checking notes with the umpires, had a drink, and what is checking with the umpire who keeps a count of how many overs every bowler has bowled. Now he's finding out who's left Who's the one that I can go after?
He's definitely going to see Richardson off, and I think he's going to look to go after Stoinis and
It's going to be Siddle, yeah. I think Stoinis has got 2, Siddle's got 1. I think that's what it's going to be. So, yeah, again, that's, very smart. MS Dhoni, he's picking his bowler. And again, you've got to have the skill. Even though you pick your bowler, you've still got to have the skill to be able to take that bowler down. And that's what Dhoni does so well.
Good shot. Is there a fielder there? Yes. Get a single. You're quite right, Robin. I think he's earmarked Richardson for some respect on current form. He might just go after those guys you see that number 2, Siddle and Stoinis.
I think the second last over of this innings is going to go for a few runs.
You don't often get to see such close finishes in 50 overs cricket. We've had 2 in a row, which is brilliant.
This is everyday stuff for Dhoni. Because I think the normal batsmen think about finishing the game in the second last over with 6 balls to spare when you're chasing down a score. But MS is willing to take it because he's done that so often in the past. I think he's willing to take it down even to the last over.
I think his intent depends on the bowler. So if he's sort of decided the guy who's bowling the 49th is the best bowler in the side, maybe he won't go hard against that bowler. For him, the last over is also plenty of balls left. He's won games where he's just got 3 in the 49th and got 14 in the last to win a match when 17 were needed in the last 2 balls.
I'll tell you what it is, good for entertainment. We're not complaining. We're on the edge of our seats counting every single run. Both teams still in the game. So if he's trying to entertain people, he's doing a great job, MS, that's for sure.
2 overs I meant of 17, which is the bowler. Tennis ball bouncer. That's the other thing that he does. It takes plenty of time in between overs so he can run hard like that every time.
That's great work by Carey, making sure that they didn't get a double there. Dhoni was running that first run hard, looking to get 2.
29 runs now required, 20 balls. It's 2 overs. Siddle 1. Imagine they'll be the bowlers. Plenty of wickets in hand for India. It's the other positive as well.
And if you notice the partnership, Dhoni stopped the bowler because I think the fielder was moving. And he said the fielder was still moving back. So the partnership here has moved on to 89 from 100 balls. We imagine this partnership would be a slightly slower one, but they're actually going at 90.
As he found the fielder, he's falling short again. One of the advantages of a massive ground, massive side boundaries.
Yeah, he's looking for that lap. That Australia had fine leg up inside the circle and square leg up inside the circle. So risk first reward. He's trying to take that over one of those men. But because of the line that Jhye Richardson's bowling, he can't get it around. You can see there, those 2 men there. Just short of Glenn Maxwell out in the deep.
What a phenomenal spell this has been from Richardson. Just 26 runs. And that's the final ball of his 10-over quota. 27 runs of his 10 overs. 1 wicket. Tremendous stuff from young Richardson. 204 for 3.